Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to InfernoKun back with a discussion regarding The Walking Dead, the final season, episode 2, and who exactly this group is, Abel and his possible group, and basically all about Abel and what happened to him and what's gonna happen to him in the future episodes. So, we'll go ahead and get into this little discussion here. Before we go ahead and do that, Telltale will be doing a panel on Sunday, showing off a first look at The Walking Dead, the final season, episode 2, Suffer the Children, at around, I think, 3 to 4 Pacific Daylight Time, so look into that. It's pretty awesome. But for the most part, let's go ahead and go into this discussion. So Abel, the guy who sabotaged the traps and took food and, tried to go ahead and take food from Clementine and AJ at the train station. What's up with that guy, man? He's pretty scary looking. He's kind of like passive aggressive in a way. I'm not sure about him, but what exactly was his motives and basically, and who is his group if he has one? According to Brody, he has a group that he is with, So go ahead and start with the sabotaging of the traps, So of course, we discovered whether you went with Lewis and Asim or Violet and Brody, you discovered that traps were, activated, set off, and food was taken and various things like that. So obviously we can assume that, one of his only motives is food, He wants food. And we'll get to more of that later, but of course he leaves behind his cigarette trails, which discovers that, hey, it could be this guy who was smoking this cigarette made out of Bible pages, things like that. So why would he go to the lengths of stealing from the boarding school after an apparent truce that was, set up with the exchange between Sophie and Minerva? We'll go ahead and move on to the encounter at the train station, So obviously, he came in kind of passive aggressive. He wasn't really too mean, but he was a little bit mean. I'm not gonna hurt you if I don't have to, So he isn't like, oh, I'll kill both of you and take the food for myself. He was like, hey, I'm being a little bit mean here, taking some food and going on my merry way afterwards. Nobody hurt, just getting a small bit of food. So in that way, yeah, it's kind of messed up to go ahead and steal from Clementine after he worked hard to go ahead and get the walkers away. But he was a little bit nice about it, not really, a bit passive aggressive in a way. So he's not completely evil. Obviously, that aligns with his motive for food, He wanted food, taking a bit and leaving. That's all, So he said he was on his own as well because he was like, oh, you let a man starve? So why would he only take a little bit of food if he has a group that, possibly wants this food as well? Obviously, he stole from the traps, the rabbits, or the fish as well. So he might have that food as well as the whole pack of food he stole from Clem, So that could add up. Now, we do know, Clementine can go ahead and let him leave, take the food, and be like, okay, here you go. That's it. And that's all. And then he leaves, Then we have the option to go ahead and have Clem attack him, And that's where things get a little bit worrisome, Of course, Clementine pushes him out the window into about 2 to 3 walkers. And, you assume that he's gonna be dead, because walkers grabbed him, and next thing you know, they're going for his neck, biting him up, chewing him up and everything, and he's done for, But probably not, Here's where the theory comes in, So, what if Abel didn't actually die right there, You do hear 3 gunshots in that direction, and that could mean that he possibly defeated the walkers, killed them, and ran away. Now, it wouldn't make much sense to go ahead and have him be completely unscathed, So, I think that maybe he could come out of it with, a bite. But, of course, run back to his group, get his arm amputated, and therefore he has only one arm. Because it does seem like there could be some repercussions happening based upon this decision. And having him actually be, alive or dead would be a huge detriment. But instead, have him be alive with 2 arms or alive with 1 arm. That would be the most realistic outcome, in my opinion. It's gonna have some kind of benefit to it, but not in the sense of him being completely pissed off that he almost died. that could be interesting to the story. He goes back to the group, tells the leader, hey, this girl in the group pushed me out the window, almost killed me, I'm bitten, help, okay? That could be a pretty bad thing that could happen in the story, but if you go ahead and let him leave, there wasn't any bad blood. He took the food and he left, okay? Perfectly fine scenario there. So what do you guys think is going to happen in terms of the consequences for either letting him go or pushing him out the window? It could be very, very bad if you attacked him and could lead to some very, very, very bad blood between this possible group and the boarding school. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the group more in detail, because we do know Brody mentioned that Abel could possibly be in the group that exchanged safety for the twins, the sisters of Tenn, Sophie, and Minerva. Now, I spoke about them in my other video. Go ahead and watch that if you guys want to, but they were exchanged for safety, okay? They're like, hey, give us these two girls, we won't hurt you anymore. And that's a bit kind of contradicting of what Abel did in the train station, okay? Abel was like, hey, you know, give me some food, I'll be on my way, I won't hurt you guys, all I want is food, okay? And then we have, you know, a reveal that Marlon gave away Sophie and Minerva in exchange for safety. You know, why didn't Abel just go ahead and shoot Clementine and go with all the food, you know? It's just like, hey, are they going to be really, really bad and evil? Or are they going to be passive-aggressive, kind of nice a little bit? Kind of a bit hard to see right now. And I'm wondering what they probably even have Sophie and Minerva for. It's kind of a bit, you know, weird. So, this group, okay, how many people in it? You know, who's the leader? Because I don't think that Abel is the leader, okay? Because why would you send out the leader to do the grunt work, okay? He went out into the danger zone in the train station, go ahead and get supplies. So there has to be someone calling the shots that could possibly be the returning character, which was heavily emphasized to be Lilly. I'm not entirely sure if she is going to be the leader, but it could definitely possibly be Lilly. Now, if Lilly is the leader of this group, why did she want Sophie and Minerva? Like, Lilly isn't that bad of a person, and maybe she could have been, you know, very, very evil now. She wasn't that bad of a person in The Walking Dead Season 1. She was nice to children like Duck and Clementine, and she was generally just arguing politics with the group. That was pretty much that. The only bad thing Lilly has done is killing Carly, and that's if you go ahead and save Carly, because if you go ahead and save Doug, Lilly ends up accidentally shooting Doug, so it's not really, you know, a bad thing, because she was aimed at Ben, who was later revealed to be the one who caused the problem. Therefore, in Doug's, you know, in the Doug playthrough, Lilly wasn't that bad. Okay, so why would Lilly, if she's the leader of the group, why would she want Sophie and Minerva? Unless her outlook completely changed and she's like a horrible person and just awful, okay? Because, you know, Lilly felt instant remorse over what she did to Carly as well, so she wasn't that far gone. Of course, her dad took her down a path that wasn't really too nice. She was a bit more paranoid, but other than that, she wasn't really, you know, an evil character. And I'm wondering what could have possibly changed that made her this way, if she even is, okay? This is all just speculation. I'm not even sure if Lilly is going to be the leader, but it's something to think about as of right now. So, what do you guys think about all that I discussed as of right now? Pretty interesting to think about what's going to happen. So I have some questions for you guys to answer down below. Do you guys think that Abel is dead? And if so, or if not, then do you guys think that he escaped completely unhinged, you know, no bites, no nothing? Because I think that he probably got bitten, but quickly got back to the group, and of course amputated his arm. That could be a possibility. Things like that. It could be what happened there. There will be some bad blood between the group and the boarding school. So I'm looking forward to see what happens and what are the consequences for pushing Abel out the window. Another question is, do you guys think that Lilly, or the returning character, is the leader of Abel's group? Okay, definitely could be possible. And if so, what made this person change so much into wanting to take both Sophie and Minerva? for whatever reason and bother the boarding school to this extent. I'm really wondering what's going on here. So if you guys have any additional theories, go ahead and put them down below in the comment section. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you guys have enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more Walking Dead content on the channel. I'm InfernoKun, and I will catch you guys next time on The Walking Dead.